Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Look, squeeze.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stidham. Complete to Bryant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
91.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Watch twist. You look at me. Door. Mine.
On first down, Jefferson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here we go.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Off play action. Evans. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Evans now, operating from the gun. He may try and run for this. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line.
What you got?
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Stidham. It's caught by Bryant. And down he'll go at the 25. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Stidham. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Go.
Check. Fresno.
Back to throw. Evans. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Hauschka with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about
Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board. Here in the first half. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over, look at the tablet, and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And the Bills first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tighten up, tighten up.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
I'm coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Hey, watch Sam.
Looking to throw. Evans. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, fellas. Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. Over. Roy. 51. Pilot, 64, weak.
Double dog, that's the way.
Watch twist.
Whip.
Bravo.
Whip.
Say go.
They go play action with Stidham. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it here. This is James White. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
3rd and 1, Stidham. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now it's Stidham. And able to find Dorsett. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Check 3. 6. Bullet high. 5.
On 1st down, Stidham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
Pick, baby, all day, every day.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown.
From 13 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Check 41.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
You must be dreaming.
Third and long. It's Stidham. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Evans going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Oh, a nice spin. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
37-yard line.
Yes.
Boys moving.
Gone. Hey, Foxtrot.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. That's caught inside the 20. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
33. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Now Stidham on first down.
It's our field.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. Micah Hyde on the coverage.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Fear in that offense.
Hey!
Fear in that offense.
Mike check 33. Hit it. Watch the screen.
Second and 10 now, Stidham. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 16-yard touchdown, as his guys are back within a single score. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Evans to throw on second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Check pass. Check pass.
Back to throw is Evans. Off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Here's Evans throwing on 3rd and long. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Hey, Delta.
41 down. 41.
On second down, here's Stidham. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check it back.
Hard.
He's checking. Crack.
Hey, Sam on.
Watch edge.
Smooth.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 39 that time. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. The Redskins have scored yet again. They've really opened that one up. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll try the left side. Jefferson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's go.
That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now Stidham. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 10 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
I got him.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here we go.
Evans from the gun. He'll throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind.
Let's go, baby.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A big play there for New England. 49 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Bills' 33-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We got double tight.
We got 3.
More out. Check. Grip.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
6 man. Check curls. Mike 41. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Hit it. 41,
Stidham sets to throw on 1st. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Buying time to his left. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Mike 51.
Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyle Van Noy able to get him for a loss of about 3. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
No chance.
Mike's 5'4".
Evans now throwing on 4th down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
First down, Buffalo.
They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down.
Bills first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. John Simon in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
51. Mike 51.
Back to throw.
Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
On the ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the boot. Hatch it. Hatch it.
Ready.
Now a give right side. Jefferson. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This a long one from 54. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, That play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Hey.
Now what can Stidham do here in overtime? Being chased out left. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
54 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go.
Right back to him on first down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Buffalo, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.